Today, Danish Risk Intelligence published a report for the second quarter of 2023. With me here today in the digital studio, I have Hans Tino Hansen, CEO. Welcome, Hans.
Thank you very much. Good to be with you today.
Good to have you back. If we open the report and look at the figures, we see that your recognized net sales are increasing, 14% higher than a year ago, and this quarter it landed at 4.9 million Danish crowns. The EBITDA is still negative, but slightly lower negative figure than last year, landing this quarter at 1.5 million Danish crowns. Was the result in line with expectations?
We actually delivered a better EBITDA than expected, and this further supports our anticipated track towards positive cash flow by Q4 and ultimately positive EBITDA during 2024.
There is something I think we need to clarify as well in the income statement. It is the recognized net sales versus the invoiced net sales. The invoiced net sales noted an increase of 42% during Q2 and 72% in the first 6 months. Why do you report invoiced and recognized?
Yeah, it is basically because the invoiced revenue, that's the basis for liquidity, basically what we pay all the bills and all the costs with. And also it is the basis for future reported revenue, where growth comes with a time lag because of the periodization of the contracts. So these are the two reasons the figures are important to demonstrate that we are delivering on our strategy.
Let's talk a little bit about costs as well. They increased 1% compared to Q2 2022, 4% compared to Q1 2023. What sort of momentum do you need to be EBITDA positive?
According to our forecast, we will have negative EBITDA for 2023. Costs will remain largely stable, but the positive cash flow and ultimately positive EBITDA primarily comes from growth in revenue, which will increase substantially more than cost and surpass cost at the end of the year and throughout 24 and 25.
Operationally, you forecasted to be cash flow positive by Q4 2023. Could you tell us a little bit about the initiatives that will lead you there?
Yeah, as mentioned, this comes both from having the company having reached a sustainable cost level, which allows for the full effects of full scalability of the risk intelligence system, which is our main product. The track towards positive cash flow is driven, as mentioned, by increasing sales to existing clients and to new clients, along with the launch of our new platform, where we will also see some price increases. So this whole package, together with increased partner sales in 2024, will drive this process.
Before we talk what's going to happen next in your pipeline, I was also curious about your SaaS metrics. Annual recurring revenue, ARR, increased with 13%, and quarterly ARR increased with 44%. Net retention rate 116%. How does this follow your expectations?
We have forecasted 15 to 30% growth in ARR, and we are on track to deliver this both due to the relatively high net retention rate and low churn of 0.9%, but also due to the new clients being added to the ARR.
Indeed, 5 new clients. Could you tell us a little bit about your pipeline for Q3 and Q4?
Yes, we actually have a very good pipeline now for Q3 and Q4. We also expect that the new platform that we are launching will be having an effect in signing new clients in Q4 and Q1 next year and onwards.
I'm also curious about the new platform that you're currently developing with partner Yeolikt. You're planning to release this new platform in Q4. What can you tell us about it? How does it differ from the current one?
Yeah, the existing platform has a number of modules: MaRisk, PortRisk, and LandRisk. The new one will be, I should be saying that the license model with the existing platform is more, you can say, static, that you choose between the modules and a number of users, while the new one will ultimately make it possible for the account manager and the client to fully tailor-make a solution for the client with number of users. So some users will have access to certain points, some features. We are going to add a number of new features that are both developed together with Geolect, and some come from third-party data. So this means that some in the company can have a certain user package, and others will have another. The ships will have a third if it's ships, and so on and so forth. So much more tailor-made, and actually can drive both revenue, but also the client kind of experience will improve. Importantly, the third-party data and some of the new features that we are adding from ourselves, our own side, we will charge for, which we didn't do in the old. We didn't have the possibility in the existing system. So all in all, it both drives client experience and satisfaction, hopefully. Not that they have been dissatisfied with what we have, but certainly it also drives revenue.
Hans Tino Hansen, CEO of Risk Intelligence, thank you very much for answering my questions.
Thank you for being with you today.